Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening. This We are back. Sorry for our tardiness, but we were experiencing some technical difficulties, but we are back. So, welcome to another live episode of JAZZ Chronicles. We're excited to have you join us tonight. We're diving into some real life conversations that matter and some that hit close to home. From the messy world of side chicks to dishonesty to the stereotypes down to some profile cases that side chicks have been involved in. Now, within this harsh realities, neglect within our even the importance of maintaining a strong connection in our system here, we have to look back at the things for when we talk about side chicks. That is probably the main basis of the conversation tonight is side chicks. So you're going to get a variety of different opinions about that tonight. So just sit back. And now, before we get started, let's remind everyone of our disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this live broadcast are for discussion purposes only. They do not necessarily reflect or the official views of our hosts, sponsors, or affiliates. We encourage open dialogue, but please remember to keep your comments respectful. This is a safe space for real talk, real perspective, and real learning. So before we dive into today's conversation, we want to take a quick moment to highlight our amazing sponsors tonight. So I'm going to just play the clip for our sponsor. Just give me just one moment to cue that up. Tonight's broadcast is proudly sponsored by Himco Services LLC and J&T Enterprise Builders, two trusted construction companies right in the heart of El Dorado, Arkansas. Both companies are locally owned and operated by Mr. Zacomo Hempstead, bringing quality, reliability, and craftsmanship to every project. Whether you're looking for professional construction services, renovations, or a team that values excellence and community, Himco Services and J&T Enterprise Builders are names you can count on. We're grateful for the support of this program and encourage you to reach out to them for your next building or renovation project. Once again, that's Himco Services LLC and J&T Enterprise Builders, proudly serving El Dorado and beyond. Okay. Now, their support helps makes our show possible, and we're excited to share them with you. Remember to support the business that supports the podcast. Now that we've paid our bills, let's get into tonight's conversation because this is where honesty, awareness, and community of all come together. Diva, you can take it over.
Okay, first, before we take it over, I just want to make sure, George, it's not showing that the live video on Facebook is starting. So I just want to make sure you're just giving us it's trying to get in. So I'm not for sure if on Facebook it's showing live,
and we definitely wanted to interact with the
Right.
people that would interact with us.
But
so
if we
can't
can't-
see this comments, yeah.
But if we can't, that's okay because you know what, we can answer or we can record it and they can tell us what they feel about it and we can answer later on. But I just want George to know that. Okay, let's start. Dishonesty people, friends, size chick. I'm gonna just start off with dishonesty people. Okay. First of all, one trait of a dishonest person is someone who lies a lot. Have you ever had some friends that just lie to you just to be lying? Have you ever had that? Just lie? I mean, if you ask them just to buy some gum, they said no, I bought some about a gold mine. They just lie just to be lying. So when you have a friend that always lying and never can tell the truth, that person is bear watching. Okay, that's one thing. Another one who likes to always become the victim. Whatever something happens, they're the victim, okay? Always the victim. They can change it around and then make it, you did this to me. Have you had someone like that? Can you give me an example?
Absolutely. I'm not going to say any name, but I think we can kind of piggyback and say that we have some family members that just lie for no reason. In one instance is you ask them where they are. They're supposed to be coming to you, and they say, "I'm not too far," and they'll be 2 hours away,
and then don't show up.
Exactly, and then never show up. What the world?
And so have you had some people like that just lie to you just to be, and then say they're gonna do something, and then they manipulate and don't have no kind of.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it every time. If we don't have those type of people, then how are we to be in this world? This world was built to be evil. You just got to move through it. You got to move through it, and long as you don't sell your whatever to do that. But yeah, a lot of people do that, and I'm not gonna nitpick because I definitely am watching myself.
You probably done it yourself, right?
I'm guilty for doing it. I have been guilty, man. I'm guilty.
No, I'm not saying that, Sharon. I'm just saying.
Listen, before I saw who I was. You got to step back and hold yourself accountable. Ain't that right, Anthony? A person has to hold themselves accountable. And I mean, I would do it probably because at that time I was wanting to be somebody. I wanted to be the center of attention.
Okay. Not to miss. I'm not to cut you off.
But I'm just telling you, yeah,
okay,
I did it.
My question was, I never said that I didn't do things like that.
Okay.
My question is that have you had a friend that you thought was really your friend?
Oh my, see now. You did say that, but I told on myself first.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I told on myself first.
You didn't have to do that.
I have. No, you do, because if you can't look at yourself, you can never talk about someone else. That's my philosophy.
Okay.
That's my philosophy. Yes, I have. I've had a person that I really, really cared about, long-term friendship. It did not matter. And it goes into the part of me thinking that we was cool enough that I could confide in them about someone that I loved. And it goes into this side chick situation. No name calling or nothing like that, but the people that know, they know. And the ones that don't find themselves held accountable, any part that you play in, knowing that someone is doing, but in long run, I had to run it down. Half of the people that do support that, they already been a side chick or have been in a relationship, or side piece, man or woman has been in that situation. So they kind of favor the dishonesty and the disloyal and the fake. All that goes together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get back.
I'm not speaking to a friend right now because of that dishonesty and you don't have my back kind of situation. Okay. We had your back. Okay. It might have been a long time ago, but we still had your back.
But that person was being
very dishonest. Right. But they didn't see that way.
Not necessarily a side chick. I'm just saying a person, period, who is just dishonest, who's supposed to be your friend. Mm-hmm. Now, all your friends don't cheat on you. Cheat on what if you have a boyfriend or a husband on your side chick. I'm talking about the friends I have came across who was supposed to be my friend, didn't have my back.
Right.
Who lied. They had other people not like me and told lies on me for that. And then other people didn't get to know me well because they heard from them and didn't take me. So I'm just saying that this, to me, this is just some trace of some.
I would have to go with Zeke on that one. For that part, it would be more family members in that scenario.
Well, I had family members. We're gonna go down the line. Family members, friends, ministers, teachers, store people in the store, men who were supposed to be in a relationship with me. I had it all.
Right. Okay.
One thing we know, and as we've gotten to be older, one thing I've learned, I can say, a lie begats a lie.
And it begat.
And it begats another lie.
And it begats.
So yeah, the dishonesty is really a bad thing. A thing that I try to teach my kids, don't even get started in it. I mean, just stop and cut it off while you're young. So you can get it on out of the way.
Okay, have you had a friend who like to manipulate things? I got plenty of them. Oh, I wish I could say their name. I bet some.
No, we can't. We can't.
No,
we ain't
say their name, but I wish. I hope they look. I hope they online. Are they online? Okay.
Queen. Anthony.
Anthony. Have you had some friends who's very manipulative?
Very manipulative.
Manipulator, whatever they are, and they say they're your friends, and they don't want nobody else to be your friend.
I've experienced that.
Okay. How you feel
about it?
Right.
I don't. I don't deal with them.
Absolutely.
Because you don't fool with them.
You don't deal with
so
them.
You don't deal with them no more. You just call it the end, and that's it. Is this the end?
But I do think there are some people that even they are manipulative, that you still deal with them because you want to know their moves. You want to know how they maneuver and stuff like that. So there are some people that may not know I feel that way about them, but I still keep them in distance so I know what they're doing because I like to be in the present. I like to be in the knowing of it all. But then there are some people where that's not even a good thing to even go back, because some people are so vindictive and so manipulative that you just have to get away from them. Period.
Period.
I agree.
Yeah, that's when they're really dangerous and really harmful.
Absolutely. Just cut them off.
Right.
Yeah. Family or whoever. I mean, and it's best, and that's what I've learned. I mean, sometimes it's hard to detach because they're family, but it doesn't matter. A infestation is an infestation.
Right.
Okay, I just want to let you know you're going in and out. Okay.
Who going in on me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So then, what about the friends don't have any? They don't have no kind of shame, nothing, remorse, no empathy, or nothing.
Why would you be friends with them though?
Well, how did I know they won't be like that?
I mean, was that the first time? Half of them sometimes have red flags. Just like y'all talk about the narcissist or whatever them folks is.
I can't say it. How you say it?
I don't know.
How you say it?
Connie said that is right.
Okay, Connie. But okay, the thing is, you said, why do I have some people are so good. They will hide it. They will hide it so good where I can see it, but you don't see it. You might see something that I don't see.
That's a fact. That's the fact.
But do you actually not see it, or do you not want to see it?
Try not to see it. Exactly.
Because you're giving them the benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's an instance where I know I talked to somebody and they said that they knew that this person was this way, but they just couldn't pinpoint it. But they did have, it was a strange feeling they had. So sometimes.
Okay, I have been in that situation before. However, everybody's situation is different.
Right.
Because I'm so hard on people, and people say I'm so hard because I usually can see it right away. So then I kind of go back and say, okay, maybe I am just being a little hard. And then I soften up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I keep seeing, and then when you show me something, in my head is like a little drawer. I put it in there, and then I put it in, and then when it comes back out, I'm like, okay, there it is. So I agree with you. There are signs you might not just see it, but I want to be for sure. I want confirmation because I've been told that you're so hard on people. So my thing was I was just wanting confirmation. But I tell you right now, anybody out there listening, listen real good. I'm not giving you no kind of play anymore.
Oh,
the Queen has spoken.
The Queen has spoken, and what do you have to say, my lord?
I think the Queen said it all. I mean, she put a stamp on it. I mean, it's really just time out for dishonesty. I mean, straight across the board. I mean, tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are we moving on?
Let's move on.
So we're moving on to the next, to my favorite subject that has to, Hello? Are you there?
We're here.
We are not going to let any technical or anything get in the way. So we appreciate that if it jumps on and off. I'm not for sure if the internet has been acting, but it's been doing something all day. I was going to start joking about it and start singing a song or whatever, but
I would like to hear it.
What song? Where that joke at? Where that joke?
Not much.
Where that joke at?
Copyright, not much.
You know what, Anthony, I sure love how you keep us on tack about how we need to do what we do, so we won't get in trouble, because folks sure gonna be looking for us to get in trouble.
Right.
But you know what? And come to think of it, I don't even know who sing it. However, I'm just gonna tell you what it's about. I do believe that music is a passion for everybody, and no matter what. But there was a time where there was love in the air, when people really respected love, where they really, really, really was in love. It wasn't in lust for financial benefits, for I'm guilty, for health insurance. benefits, you know. It was really at one point love. And when love had its ups and downs, we as a community and we as neighbors or whatever, we knew that don't blame Mr. Charlie, you know, we want to keep y'all together. So the song that I was thinking about that really bothers but it hits is this man that's saying you, me, and he. It didn't say she. So I was like, what?
You don't say.
Listen, brother. Listen, brother.
Anthony, get that serious look. Okay, we're gonna be good.
Do I look like Kermit?
But listen, but I was like, oh my goodness. And it didn't dawn on me, like literally, that man was saying, you know, that she was saying, okay, I met him, you know, she did with him. And he was like, what we gonna do? And he don't want to let her go. As of 2022, just in Arkansas, dog, for real, we was at 67% higher as divorce rates because of whatever. And I don't know how many 67% matters to people.
Was that because of side chicks?
It was, you know, right now you don't say side chicks, you don't do any of that. It's it's called that y'all have differences.
Okay, so they don't call it side chick.
And that is where the side chicks get respected, because now they don't be shamed, they're not being belittled, they're not being nothing. They showing pride in doing those things, you know. So I said that because we saying side chicks, but I'm saying side pieces, period. Because as I said, that song was talking about you, me, and he.
Because a woman can have a side piece.
The woman, listen. First and foremost, I don't discriminate who doing it. It's just plain nasty.
What's so nasty? Okay. Okay. Why? Okay. I'm just trying to get it. So, in a side, okay. So, say if you're not married and you having a relationship with someone, and then that person have a side piece, and that's a side piece too. And then say if you're married, and one of them have a side piece, that's a side piece too, right?
Right. So that's a whole bunch of what you said earlier.
That's a lot of pieces.
That's a lot of side pieces that you got to deal with, and with us, and everybody is whispering, you know, somebody got STD, somebody got STD, but y'all not hitting the address as part of why these people got STDs. Like, let's come with it. It ain't just because they got a sexual preference or thing. Y'all are playing nasty in life, period. Nobody's showing no respect. Nobody's showing no loyalty. Nobody's showing no love.
Okay, I just want to know.
This crazy girl.
Yeah. Here. Okay, say if I don't want a boyfriend. Okay. I don't want no kind of relationship.
Yeah.
I just want somebody.
You're gonna do the pre-booty agreement.
Okay, what is that?
The pre-booty agreement is
from like Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
It's a pre-booty agreement, which saying that what you're talking about basically is you're not even being labeled as a side piece. You're just saying, I'm saying that we're just gonna call me after 9 because we don't have nothing else to talk about. We ain't getting no emotions. We just gonna be having sex. Okay. That's not what we're talking about. That's a whole
but can I
subject.
just hear that? I just want to.
That's a whole nother subject.
Oh, so they're not the side.
That's not the you just having sex.
Yeah.
But if that side piece man, is that person married that you messing with? Oh, well, then you still a side piece, a nasty one too, girl.
Okay, that's what
because you just using that man for sex, and that's real bad.
Oh no.
Or is that man using you for sex?
Okay. Why
Anthony, can you see if we got to come in
for sex? Why am I could be just okay? Some people you don't have to have a side piece just for sex. What's on your mind?
What can they offer? What else can they offer? Is there any other benefits besides having a good time?
You can go or have some.
I guess y'all cold as ice over there. Y'all freezing up.
Right? Might not want to go out to different places, so then that person.
Are we? Are we still frozen?
Not now. You're not.
All right.
Okay, you don't have to be a side piece just for sex. It could be
You
somebody.
just said that though. You
I did
said
not just for sex. I said you could be a side piece. No, I didn't. I said all
what if
side
you
piece.
just don't want, you're married? I mean, you're not married. You're
But you
not
don't
with
want no
nobody. You
sex.
just want.
No, I didn't mean. No, I didn't say they want sex.
What you
I
doing
said
with a side piece then?
you don't let me finish.
Okay.
You could have a side piece. Some men or woman might want somebody because they can communicate with them. They like being around with them. Their wife might be boring, but they might not have a sex with them. Trust me, I know.
Okay, tell it, girl. Tell it.
I ain't saying it's me, but I'm just saying I know.
I got you. I got you.
I know. It ain't always because they want sex.
Well,
so
that is a side piece.
That is a side piece.
How?
Because
you still got another relationship going on.
You got another relationship.
Is that an emotional relationship?
Okay, side piece most times is not an emotional relationship either.
So I'm just trying to ask.
Okay, so what you're saying is there are different segments of side pieces.
Yes.
It can be a side piece with no sex.
Right.
It can be a side piece. I'm taking a part of you, and it ain't got nothing to do with sex. And I need the part of you that gives me this part of time.
Right.
Sound
like you know something.
That sounds very interesting.
What they do? Anybody out there say anything, Anthony?
Have you had a girlfriend, boyfriend? Have you had a girlfriend or boyfriend that you like this one person, but there's another guy who might don't have this what that other person has, so you just like them for that, or you can have another person that you like to go out, but your other relationship don't like to go out. You just go out.
Kind of like Build-A-Bear.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, just to be honest, I hope Z wife is not looking, but people have seen us out all the time, and they thought we were going together, but we just like brothers and sisters. Yeah. We just go have a drink.
I hope she is looking.
Yeah,
but that's not considered to me size.
Some people, I'm just saying, all of them is not like this. Some people, what I'm saying
I
is,
hear what you're saying.
If I'm married, okay, and I have a friend that like to just go see certain movies, but my husband don't want to go. So I said, okay, let's go. We go and see different movies, and we have different things that we enjoy.
So you don't have a family member or someone close that you can do those things with?
But I'm just letting you know.
Why would you rather do that?
I'm still saying it ain't about whether I like to do it. I ain't saying it was right. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying there's different types of side pieces. Chicks. You know what? Go ahead. There's different type of side chick. Yeah. It's not necessarily.
But if do you think that that's okay? Are you going to be okay if your husband did that?
Well, I take that back. Yes. Okay.
Well, Anthony, I have a friend. Hold up, Anthony. What are your thoughts?
Connie, what do you think the wife thinks about all that?
Okay. I'm gonna give you a good example. I have a girlfriend up in Wisconsin. Okay, and her husband like to go out. She don't like to go out. She'll call me and say, hey, your friend want to go out with him. Okay. So if it's an agreement with her and she
trusts you. Okay. So you weren't going to break up. That's not a side chick. That's not an example of a side chick, babes. That's not an example.
Okay.
That's a trusted friend that loves you and don't think that you would touch her man.
But there's some women who don't know. And there's some women who think they're gonna trust you, but you still be in the side.
So those the ones I'm talking about right there. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Side pieces for real. A side piece is anything that you getting that you could have got at home, but you decide to go outside of the home to get it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this: if I was married, this is some of the signs that I would look for. If my husband wants, say, if I need a babysitter. If my husband's finding someone to come babysit, she ain't gonna be the same age as my husband or me or her. It's gonna be a kid, okay? It ain't gonna be no grown tail woman, because you never know, she might try to take it. Okay. Secondly, I'm not gonna have my girlfriends coming over all the time, and my man is there, and they wear all these sexy clothes and stuff because you're tempting them, and then that's how you can be a side chick too.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's right, but it's some things you can avoid too. I'm just saying. Anyway, have you ever had side chick, Z?
Never. Just kidding. Plenty. I was young once. I ain't
okay.
I ain't always been saved. Hello, but no, I've been there. I've been through it.
So why did you have a side chick?
I think in my day, I just feeling the void.
What void? There was a
void that you're speaking of. You're speaking of voids. In most relationships, there's a void somewhere.
Right.
There's a void. I mean, it might be in the bed. The void might be, like you said, going the relationship. I think that you may be in the relationship and you may not be able to go out all the time because of kids or different stuff like that. And so you fill that void with someone else.
And but that's still not cool.
Oh, yeah, it's not right. We're not saying that's right.
We're talking about yes,
we're not condoning it. We're just saying.
And I'm talking about the ones because, oh my goodness, I don't mean to be, but in this surrounding area, because there's not much more that people can do but to be, it's not other activities. It's a small surrounding or whatever, but people enjoy destroying other people's lives. Can y'all believe that?
So do you think they're intentionally?
Yes. They know.
The side chick intention is to destroy their lives.
Yes, because I want what's great. I do. So. If I tell you, hey, I'm married, but if you can handle that, Anthony, sweetheart, then you can have a piece of, what he said, whatever, So
what did Anthony say?
Stay on topic.
Okay. Yes, exactly.
We're gonna be good, Anthony.
She doing skip to Malou. Oh.
She wanna provoke me. She wants to provoke. You want to provoke me? I'm not falling for it.
Okay. No, I asked because you said that. You said that's for real. What is the benefits of being a side piece? Since you said that it's not just sexual. What is the benefits of being a side piece?
I can see if you don't want to have a relationship with someone, you just want to have, if that person give you something that you want and you just want to be the side chick, I can see that. I have had girlfriends say, I don't want to be with him. I just looking for him just for finance. I need help.
Finance? Okay, it's finance. So when we saying finance, what's that? What's else? What's the other benefits of being a side piece?
Well, like you said, sex. The husband or the wife might not be doing what she's supposed to be doing, and he don't like it. But she don't like it, so they got somebody who's a freak of freak.
Oh, he got some type of sick fetish, and he's got 2 double lives. They got a lot of those kinds. Right. You got a person that you really thought you knew, and they got all kind of. They are a total bigamist, and oh my God, So these folks again. I wish that they had the law, the mistress law, but it's really now it's called the allegation. What is that? Allegation of affection. You don't give me no affection, right. And they know that a third party has caused that damage.
Mm-hmm. They can get liable.
My story to y'all is don't have no final decree until you done filed a civil lawsuit so that third party can be sued and hold somebody else accountable for your damages. Because you don't know how you tore up that family, those children, the mental abuse for everybody, and even the daggone dog. I'm just saying.
The dog?
It tears up everything. I've had people fight over a dog. Over a dog. You understand what I'm saying?
So tell me this. Do you believe? Okay.
But let me finish though on that one. Because what they don't know, and maybe if we start filing these things, it'll hold people liable and responsible because we do have free will. And it's so horrible that we do free will, but you can be able to sue that third party. If they got a house, you can put a lien on it. If you can get their social security number and you can garnish their bank accounts and they can garnish their checks until they paid you for whatever reasonable amount that you've been given for your pain and suffering because they went in that knowing it.
Well,
I can guarantee you that 67% decrease. It'll decrease in marriages. And
all that out of being a side chick.
All of that being a side piece.
Well, Connie,
it's just a piece.
Connie said that they lied. She said because it's about finance. If finances are involved, that the other party is getting something out of it.
Well, the cheater is getting a lot because check this out. Now see. I know a person that I can speak of.
Connie.
Thank you, Miss Connie. And now this particular person, he had a wife, he had 2 side pieces, and then he had another wife in another country. Okay, so that was 4 women. How many of those 4 women? I know the wife might not have been want to be faithful or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that side, that man or that woman went out and had 3 other people. So you're talking about diseases, people. You're talking about that fakeness that people didn't even know. And then the other 2 side chicks is sitting here having a fight over a married man, y'all.
But why is it so hard to walk away? Why is it so hard to walk away?
As Miss Jenny said, the manipulation, the lies, probably because of the
some of them
finance.
think they really, some side chicks really fall in love with the other person.
Because I do think that they get to a point where they feel like if they in it so long that eventually the man is going to come over, or vice versa.
Right.
Wow.
You know, they're going to win them over vice versa. So they come in. Yeah, they come in with the wrong intentions anyway. It's just hidden.
Exactly. And I think sometimes you, like I say, you feel like you've been kind of vested. You get vested the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put so much time in this.
That ain't got nothing to do about no time. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. That man know that it's cheaper to keep. What's that? Who's saying that? It's cheaper to keep.
Look out there now.
That's why they stay. Because if they really wanted that side chick, that side chick should just keep her foot held down until you done got out of your little crackety-mackety mess.
Now tell me this. Do you believe that you can love 2 people at the same time?
Not the same.
No,
I don't think so. Not the same. No, not
Now, see here for me, I believe that I've been able to go to different countries. And so I see some of that working. I don't have a problem as long as they're understanding, you know, because everybody know everybody. And we all benefiting, not just him or her. They are who?
Okay,
everybody.
I'm with Anthony though, not the same. Like I feel him on the not the same.
Okay, when you say not the same, what do you mean?
You can love them, but not the same.
I don't think it's not the same. I just don't think it's not the same because at the end of the day, I think you're going to make a choice to go with one or the other if you had to. So it's not the same. I don't think it's the same.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think you're saying that we're on probably the same wavelength. You're thinking that's LUV instead of the LOVE.
Yeah, exactly. Now that ain't no LUV, that's called LUST. Because whatever it is, whether it's finance, the the PP, the whatever, it's making you lust for that person, and that's what you're holding on to. Or the sneaking around. Absolutely. Because once you start sneaking around, and then you ain't got to sneak no more, shouldn't y'all be even more in love?
Right.
Because we don't have to sneak anymore, but the thrill is gone.
Copyright.
My bad.
So has anybody been a side piece?
Oh hell no. Oh well. Okay. Hold on.
So wait a minute. I think he's speaking to Sharon first.
God.
No. I'm just like,
I was a side piece, but I didn't know I was a side piece. I didn't know the man was married. Not married. He had a girlfriend. I didn't know he was.
When did you find out?
My mom came to me and said, "Let's go for a ride." And we went for a ride, and she said, with her messy self, she said, ain't that Lynn car over there? I said, yeah. She said, I wonder what his car doing over there. I said, I wanted to. She said, girl, don't worry about it. Kept on driving. So the next day, I went over there, I seen the car again. So I'm like, So I went up to the house.
Wow.
And he had an older woman that he was he was living with. They wasn't married. And I got mad, pulled a gun out. Hey!
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did. I almost shoot that.
Reactions.
And when she told me to come
repercussions.
Well, at the time I didn't care.
Absolutely.
But when I came in, she told me to come in. He came down the stairs and she said, Lynn, do you know her? He said, no. And so when he said no, that hurt my feelings so bad. So I put a gun out and said, do you know me now?
Oh my God.
Wow.
See, that's another thing. Yeah. I didn't even look up how many but you got these cases where you can see child abduction for a Lonoke County, Arkansas child. We hope we find that child.
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert.
So Connie, I have some comments. So Connie said that Loving two isn't easy, and that's not true love. She
Okay.
said she's experienced that before. And with the part about dealing with a guy and he being involved with somebody else for a whole year and she didn't know it. So that's possible. We do have Veronica Smith Creer on, and she said same time, not to the same. She said the same time, not to the same. There is love and then there's being in love. That's from Veronica Smith Creer.
That's true.
Okay.
Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Veronica. Thanks, Johnny.
Your speeches.
Again.
Got her.
We're back on side pieces.
Got tongue tied.
Again. I will say I was a side piece. I started out being the girl. No, I was the girl because I didn't know that he was married until the woman was approved to come to from Africa to America. We lived together, like we hung out, like we was for real. Everybody in my family knew him. He paid for my daughter's graduation when she turned 18. We was down packed, all right. I always want to know why he didn't marry me, but when his parents passed away, he's Muslim and he got married and blase blase. Once I knew he was married, then I went into my revenge stage. Then, so I wanted him to talk to his wife that came over, let him know who I was. He had to tell her in his language who I was. And he's being a Muslim. His father was a Muslim. And his father never married another woman. And she wanted the tradition of what his parents was. I chose, and I had to talk to my sister. My sister knew I was heartbroken about this guy because, we was together for a very long time. But I respected that woman because she did not want a second wife. And that... Okay, my sister was going through something at that time, and she was just having this thing about the side to have these side women, these side pieces. They, breaking up my family. It was a lot that was going on, but I would say that my sister influenced me not to be a side piece. That I was better than that. That you deserve much more. If he didn't even honestly tell you that he was married, right. And if the girl hadn't got, he didn't even send for her. Her family sent for him because I was going to all of the functions, Islam functions, and they was like, you better get here because your husband is with an American. He's with a whole woman, flaunting her.
So if you would have said okay, would you just went along with it?
Probably so.
I could see that.
Yes.
Because
I liked her too. Right. And I've been around families that does that. So I just need the honesty. I need to know that we got this. And the point to where he had his own room. So I was willing to have my own room. So yeah, I was willing, but she wasn't willing.
You were willing to share.
I was willing to be a side
piece.
I was willing.
Okay. No, she wouldn't have been a side piece.
I would have been a wife then, but we wouldn't have been hiding. It would have been open. Right. So we would have been living together. Right. I would have been able to let her go to Africa, and I would have went to Africa. Like his butt stay here.
Like Polly.
We just would have been, I was willing to do that. Right. That's how much I was in love with him. Yeah. But I'm grateful for my sister because she got me out of that. It was a hard get out of that, but I'm grateful for her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, for sure.
Yeah. So my passion for being a side piece is not about talking about someone else. I'm talking about real life stuff because I can't even go to the place, Memphis, Tennessee. I can't go to Memphis because I'm scared that my weakness for this person can do something, and I don't want to hurt that woman. Forget him, because I can get a whole bunch of things out of that. I don't want to hurt that woman. Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow. So let me ask you this: if you did have that side piece, how did you feel guilty about your wife, or did you? How did you maneuver that? Because I know you got caught at some point, right?
I think it's always a guilty feeling, but just I guess being in the moment, it's just like being in a football game. Once you put those pads on and that helmet on, it's time. It's kind of just for the moment. So
Anthony, you ever been a side piece?
Never.
I'm scared of that.
Oh. Okay.
Because he know his worth though, baby.
No.
Ain't that right, Anthony?
Never.
No. I'm talking about.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so could you ask the audience? I mean, I'm asking the audience. Could you also tell me of the benefits of being a side piece? I mean, I'm really trying to find benefits because what it is that I'm just really want to be awareness because I'm sick of seeing these side pieces around my surrounding areas, flaunting it and bragging about it and hurting. It's when it like any other habit that people have, if it's just gonna hurt you, then go for it, you know. But if it's going to involve a whole bunch of agony for people, y'all need to stop and think about it. So is this money worth it? Is this sex worth it? Is this sneaking out worth it? Is me belittling myself because he gonna all these times you buy your daggone self? Holidays, these are things, you know, these are the things I just want to know.
Well, some side pieces.
Because the disadvantages is having unwanted children. And then these children got to be not only unwanted, but also wind up being unloved because of how they came about. And I really care about the children.
But there's some side pieces do get the husband.
I know they do and think they winning, but at some point they won't. Because like you said, God sees and knows everything. If you cause pain on someone else, it's going to come back no matter how many years goes by. You will reap what you sow.
But is the side piece the only liable party though?
Never. See, that's why I was trying to tell. That's why I was trying to say in the divorce matter, the woman, the man or the woman done got pissed off, so they done file for divorce. Just don't file for divorce though. Hold your side piece reliable. File you a civil suit, and they got property, they got a job, they got whatever. Then you make them pay for it too. Because the only time you got to keep pushing it like you push any other thing in the law.
But that's promoting that, Sharon. That's promoting side pieces.
No, I'm promoting that if you want to be a side piece and you want to pay for it by getting your lien on your house. So if you sell your house, you got to sell it. It's going to the wife too.
But that's promoting to something that you shouldn't be in the first place. So
it is.
You're telling them what they can gain out of being a side piece.
Exactly.
You can gain being broke because you don't want no lien on your house. You don't want your check garnished. I'm trying to prevent you from being a side piece.
So I think, wait a minute, I'm kind of confused. You're saying that the woman should put a lien against the side piece?
You're absolutely correct.
Think you misunderstood.
Yeah, I don't think you understood me, Anthony. I'm saying that when a woman and a man are, when a married couple is going through a marriage and they're broken up because of someone wrecked their home, their family. Not only if you do it after the divorce, it might not be so, but you file your civil suit against that mistress so that while your final decree going in, then you, after that decree, you'll be able to have your case for your civil suit. And you can't get no criminal nothing out of it, but you can get some pain and suffering out of it because you call that alienation of affection that mistress caused upon your damages of your family. So don't get no final decree. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that, and you can push it like you push any other law. But in Arkansas or any other, I'm not going to say just Arkansas, but any other want to be reliable state, you know, they allow you to do free will. Like you can go to church and do all these nasty things that you do, knowing that you go to the Lord on Sunday to forgive you, and you right back doing it again. And God ain't gonna forgive you for that.
But you did state previously Arkansas did have a law that
they did have a law. It was not really, it was back in 1854. Yeah, historically. But that was all dealing with property, and you know, that was when women was getting their rights to just be able to vote or be able to have property of a man when they're trying to leave that man. So that was back when the women's rights was kind of going on. You can kind of throw that in because half of the times that the women's was getting away is because it was a mistress or mister in the reason why they haven't divorced in the first place. So they was held accountable, and then now we don't have to be. It's almost like the New Testament. You don't be held accountable for nothing anymore. You just have your free will to do what you do. Don't matter how many folks you hurt.
Okay. So I'm looking up something. It says something about Arkansas has covenant marriage, and then in the military, there's military justice code, and then fault-based divorce. So covenant marriage option is under covenant marriage. There are stricter grounds required for divorce. Adultery is one of the grounds that can justify a divorce under the covenant marriage.
And as soon as you do that, you also file a civil suit so you can sue that mistress so that her life can be damaged just like yours was.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it before you get the divorce. I'm very saddened that a person that I love very much, I didn't make it in time enough to be able to help that party out. And that party was able to think that they got everything, but oh my, there is a God.
There's another comment. Veronica says, what if she didn't know he was married? The married person should be liable always.
Right, I agree with
I don't give a dang, because I'm sure that once he told the person he was married, you didn't stop.
Veronica.
I'm sorry, Veronica, I'm not being ugly, but the person, did the person stop until they saw a final decree, or did they continue doing it just because they saw a final divorce proceeding?
Well, it's okay. I'm not, like, can I just say that I'm not good with Veronica? Okay, the reason why I said that, if you didn't know that person was married and you fall in love, it's not like, you can just like that.
Okay, so here's the red flags. Can you spend the night in the Zeke at your mistress' house without your wife knowing it?
Some men can.
Some men can.
Well, then, I would say that I need to talk to the wife.
They'll spend their time with the spend a night, don't come home for a whole week.
I just think that it should be a penalty for pleasure. That's what I call PFP, a penalty for pleasure. I don't know how you cannot know a person is not married, and then when you find out that he's married.
But see, like I said, like, I didn't know this guy. He wasn't married. He was dating someone else. I didn't know. That man stayed all night over my house. We did everything together. And then when I went and talked to the lady, she was an older lady. She said, I am used to this. She said, baby, I'm used to this. She said, you're young. Is there any kids involved? I said, no, ma'am. She said, I'm used to it. He's been doing this to me for years.
And he still come back. You understand? He still come back.
Okay,
man, I'm telling y'all, I know a story of one of my family members that went in and being the side piece and destroyed this man's family. He destroyed this person destroyed this family, and the person then married the family member. And when that person passed away, guess what? He never changed nothing, and it went to the first wife and that family, because he never changed anything. You understand me?
Wow.
So when I tell y'all that it don't matter what you do, and you may even think you've gotten away with it. You may even think you gotten away with it, but trust me, they was married for some years before he passed away. And you thought that everything was in the order, and you find out that that was still, nothing was changed.
Now, Connie made a comment. I put it on the screen there. If he done
it to you, he will do it to her, and she don't think about that. She think after she's finally she's won, but he's going to do it again. Let me tell y'all something. A womanizer is a womanizer.
Thank you, Connie.
Thank you, Miss Connie. But a womanizer is a womanizer. He's not gonna stop just because he did it. He did it that one time. He's got a pattern. And you better know his pattern or her pattern. You better know it, because there's a pattern. Trust me, there's a pattern. And you ain't the only one, sugar.
Oh, Jesus. I just think I'll stay by myself.
You could do that. You could do that. But I still believe in love, because this is what makes me not think that some people don't do love no more, and love has been overrated. Because of what we're having to see. But again, The disadvantages of the situation before I close this one out. The disadvantages is the manipulating, the lying, you catch diseases, and the hard part of is these unplanned. I didn't say the child was unwanted. What I say?
Unplanned.
What I say?
Unplanned.
What I say? The unplanned pregnancy, and you're gonna tell me to abort it, but you love me. Are you gonna tell me? Are you put that person in a situation to where he got to destroy his whole family? Because I think I love you. I love you enough that, oh yes, baby, I'm gonna love you forever. But you destroy the whole family. That family may never, ever get over. Don't blame it on those kids and say they say that way. They have an issue just well because y'all thinking of y'all, what did I call that a while ago? Penalty for pleasure versus the whole outcome.
Connie, you said some people know and still be with them and wait until the divorce, some wait for years. I had a girlfriend with a guy for 20-something years, and he ended up dying, and she couldn't even come to the funeral.
See what I'm talking about?
She couldn't even come to the funeral.
See what I'm talking about?
She was just heartbreaking.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't have been that dumb 20-something years. She must have been retarded, been on that short bus. You know what I mean? The elevator wasn't going up. It is what it is. Good topics.
I mean, I love it. I mean, you know, not many people want to hit that subject because, again, I hate to hurt people's feelings. I still hope people still come to my dance classes and stuff like that because I do know that majority of my growing up, I'm just talking about my growing up, majority of my people was thinking they was benefiting from being vice versa, the side piece or the side piecer, giving it or receiving it. And the benefits came to bite you at the end. So don't think that you're getting away. There's a penalty for pleasure. It might not be now, 10 years, 20 years, nor 30. But you got a penalty for your pleasure.
She said 30. 30.
30.
30.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was just sitting there thinking, what about? I mean, she's speaking so. I understand you, Sharon. You're speaking so harsh against the side piece, but maybe there's women out there that need the side piece. They're enjoying having this man away from them, and having you doing all the things that they don't want to do or they're not doing at this time.
And you doing that because you got your side piece, and now y'all still involved in some nastiness because are y'all using protection? Because I know you ain't, because if that man think that he's your only one and he's the only one, y'all doing some, it's called bacterial infections. It's called connecting together and taking it out. That's a lot of, what you say, side piece. That's a lot of side pieces to be putting in you. So go right ahead, be happy.
So you don't believe, I understand what you're saying. So you don't believe a man who's married and he just have one side piece and that's it?
I mean, that he could do that. I'm talking about that side piece. I ain't finna be no side piece and just wait for you, bro. And there's many of them that's not out there. You might be out there, sugar, but we know that you got your itch for your scratch, or your brother, or, you know, or the brother got his itch for his scratch. You know what I'm saying? You gonna, yeah.
But I'm just saying, some women, like Zeke said, don't want a relationship.
Well, there's the many like single men out there that can do just the same. Don't mess with that married man.
Okay.
Don't mess with that married man. I enjoyed the fact that they had this thing this weekend. What was it called? I think my cousin Paula and them threw it. Black marriage movement. I thought that was just really, really nice. And I was wondering, but I have one little thing. I mean, it was really nice for Black marriage movement. That means that a whole bunch of Black couples that was trying to be still married, trying to find some type of incitement to being married, that link up with some more married people. And I also agree with the ones that's in long-term relationship. You've been with a person for 7 years, you're married. Those type of people. What I couldn't go and get a ticket for myself because I didn't want to be, all I could think about, and I ain't being funny, cousins and everybody else, Black marriage movement. But the singles can go. I know it was probably because they needed the tickets to fill the place up. But how many side pieces were there that night and had to watch? Don't hate me, y'all. I'm just asking because for me, I've been one. So I'm just saying I couldn't go because I wasn't a side piece or nothing to nobody. But I'm just saying if you invite singles to a marriage movement, you're causing the devil to come in and destroy something that you're trying to make beautiful.
Well, maybe not necessarily,
but for beneficial, because I don't see single mixing with married people.
But there might have been some single men because
that you call that a black single movement. This was called a black marriage movement.
Okay.
We're trying to encourage marriages.
Well,
a city that a surrounding area where most people we all agree, we all know about these chicks.
But I kind of understand.
I said I understand for benefit.
Well, I couldn't know. Well, not even that. I think I understand what Janet was going with it. They wanted for the single people to come to see what it looks like.
Hell no.
What black marriage looks like.
Hell no. Those gals, men went up in there and they was feelings hurt. I hope their feelings was hurt. I want them to see that these marriages is meant to be and leave these married folks alone.
But it's not
get your own man.
They wasn't necessarily going there to get the man. I'm just gonna say this. I went to it last year. I didn't want to go because it said married.
Exactly.
But I did go with Lily. Both of us were single. Both our husbands passed. And we just said, we're going to go into it. And we went just to have fun.
I understand that.
However, Lily did meet someone.
Single?
Single. He was single.
Praise the Lord.
He was single.
They ain't got married.
Let's do that.
Did she marry him?
No, she didn't marry him. But she did meet someone.
Really?
Yeah.
He was single.
He was single. He was
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying why I couldn't go because I couldn't see myself seeing a lot of single people going to something like that. And I thought it was marriage. So I was encouraging the marriage people to be going. I'm like, I hope a whole bunch of married people go because they need to go. It was beautiful.
The married man needs to be loyal, but he's not. So he much thought his way.
And Connie, let me tell you something, Miss Oswella. I'm trying to stay nice. But I'm very upset about these married men or women. I have a thing with side pieces because as I was growing up, and it's still going on. And so I just had to say something about it. I'm upset with the married people, yes, but I'm trying to say that if somebody wants to destroy a person's family, as you getting that divorce, because there was some, for instance, I'm gonna say it like this: my folks didn't even know she was divorced. So you did that up under her, so she wasn't even able to do any other things that she could have done to benefit of bringing your butt all the way from another country. I'm done with that. Stop making comments because I'm trying to ignore you, sweetheart.
So tell me this. You saying a lady who's American, she didn't know he was married?
Yes, she did. She said it on her own thing. I knowed him when he made it to America in 6 weeks. We've been friends for this years, but this is on her page. Everybody heard it. So yes, she knew.
Connie said, stay nice.
Okay, had a person of my interest that I love to hold my heart to ask me about this particular marriage. Why? So you can go back and get that information to that person. So that person knew, and that person will pay.
What about the man?
Oh, he's gonna pay every day.
I thought
every day he's paying. Every day to the point to where he's still doing what he's doing. He ain't not gonna never stop talking because at the end of the day, he can do that because his culture allow him to do that, just not here in America. So do know that he's still married to all of his women. Shit.
Oh, okay, but
the end.
Okay, I'm confused.
I know you are.
Because you said that at first that she didn't want to have other women, but you said now he got other women, and she okay with that?
No, she don't. I don't know what that new wife is. My folks didn't know nothing. My folks didn't know nothing. My folks thought that they was loyal. They went to marriage counseling and everything to stick with their marriage. My folks never knew. That's a manipulative lying, and that person will never change. They red flags is always there.
Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Woo. Okay. Woo, that was a good topic.
My cup runneth over.
I bet you I won't be a side piece.
Just know your worth, ladies and men.
And men.
Because that woman said, that man said, me, you, and he. What we gonna do, baby? Because I don't want to let you go. So that was meaning that they was willing to work it out. But there's some people that was done wrong and they never was able, they were side swapped and never was able to work it out because they didn't even know what was coming. I'm done.
You sure about that?
To this episode.
Yeah, she's a pretty hot topic for her there.
Right. It hit home. It's like it hit home.
It did.
Yeah. Zeke, you have anything to say? Janice, you got anything to say?
Hey, Sharon got me. I'm just trying to take all that in. That's a lot to take in.
Well, let me ask you this: did you feel it though? Is it with passion?
I don't know.
Because if I'm not doing it, if our podcast is not doing anything else but making people think, feel.
Very, very, very compassionate. No doubt, no doubt.
Well, all I have to say is don't be a side piece.
Don't be a side piece.
So we'll stay nice. Okay, I'm trying.
Don't be a side piece.
And
don't be a side piece.
And stay honest.
And stay honest.
And stay honest. Excuse me.
And ask a lot of questions. When you meet someone, ask a lot of questions. So, and then start doing some digging too. We need to start investigating. So if I'm getting in a relationship with the guy, a friend, I'm gonna start asking a lot of questions. He need to ask a lot of questions. You need to see things, and just things that you see don't seem right. Ask questions, okay? Just don't ignore them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What you say, Anthony?
I just said don't jump in so quick. Don't be so quick. Don't be so quick or so desperate. I think that's what causes a lot of people to miss signs because they're so desperate and they're so quick. Some people can't be alone. Some people got to always have somebody in their life, whether it's somebody else's or their own.
And you said something. And you said something there, Anthony. That's a really big thing right there. And I told myself that not long ago. I said I had to look at myself. I said I looked at my life. I was like, have I ever been alone? A lot of people have never been alone in their life. So I take that to say we need to go. You need to be alone.
Yeah,
you need to go get your own place. You need to be alone for a while to know that you can make it.
Right.
You need to get away, and you hit the nail on the head, Anthony. Right. A lot of people have never been alone before. They've always been with somebody at home. Either they've been locked up. They've been with a husband. They've been with a wife.
Or they've been a side piece because they grew up being a side piece all day long.
They didn't grow up. They didn't grow up.
They grew up being I know a young lady that I ain't gonna call her name, but everybody know who she is because everybody not ashamed to say that, oh, she's so wonderful, she's so beautiful. You know, I feel so bad for her because she ain't never been married before. She always been the side piece.
But she hadn't always been.
She's always messed up people's marriages, and she still got best friends to this day. They love her still. And she just nasty.
Who is that?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
That was a good one right there.
Don't you dare.
I mean, who was that?
Moving on. Moving on.
Let's stay right here.
Moving on.
That was a good one. I like that.
Let's stay right here. Who is that?
No, we don't want any trouble.
Transactional.
It won't be none. Unfortunately.
Veronica, give me your pen.
And this person stayed around and had the nerve to call my relatives auntie and I love you and all of this. So this was a close friend of the family that did this. So that was a double hitter. That was a double. We already knew you was a child chick, but you still end up being a side chick to one of our family members to destroy what all we had with each other. So yeah, I have a passion about this subject here, y'all. No BS beside. No BS, because you always been a side chick. You'll never get married.
Okay.
But I have to come back, and I love how you hit that, Anthony. Like you say, you hit it on the head, and when I'm going back to when he was speaking of being alone, and I'm speaking, if we have any younger viewers out there, grab this, jump on it. It doesn't mean you have to go. You may be able to just go in the backyard, get you a little place in the backyard of your parents' house, wherever your aloneness is. But go be alone. Go and be alone, and don't go move. Bottom line, don't go move in with a guy. Guys, don't go move in with a lady.
and stay away from that. Break that. Let's break that curse.
And learn how to date.
We have a curse going on that says we can go and stay with somebody.
Date
And
with
then
intention.
you end up calling your father, your mother to come and rescue you.
Right.
And then you're going right back. We have to break that curse. Drop the mic.
You have to date with intention.
Mic.
We have to date with intention.
Right.
Absolutely.
I like that, date with intention.
Date with intention.
Old school date.
Oh,
Bring your boyfriend. If your boyfriend can't come meet
your
father and your mother, you can't date it. Why would you want to date somebody that can't come to your parents' house because you know that they're not worthy? They coming over with saggy pants, looking crazy, bad attitudes,
lying, and gonna give you the diseases and make you have unwanted children that your parents gotta take care of.
They're dishonest, and you're a side chick.
And you're such.
Okay. Not everybody that wears saggy pants and do all that is fit that stereotype, but
Absolutely. I'm speaking off of
He's speaking of experience.
Yeah, that's
okay.
my experience.
It hit home.
Yeah.
Okay.
My kids, hit home. Sorry.
I hope your kids
Transactional.
don't get mad at you tonight.
Everybody mad at me now, right? So it don't matter.
I need them to be mad.
But I'm trying to shake, rather, and roll.
Get it.
Save lives.
That's true. That's all that matters.
Remember, there's a penalty for pleasure.
And let me just remind everybody that we are doing streaming live from JAZS Chronicles webpage, Facebook page, and JAZS Chronicles YouTube page. We are still streaming live from Janice Jarefsky's Facebook page as well also. So you can, from now on, catch it on JAZS Chronicles Facebook page and on YouTube.
All right.
Tuesday. Do any of you guys have anything in closing that you guys want to say? Sharon?
I hope everyone enjoyed Sharon.
Oh no.
I just hope everyone enjoyed the show. And I'm just a fiery kind of person, because if you don't have passion, then you don't have any lessons that you've learned. So I'm just hoping, if nothing else, people learned their lessons.
Z?
I hope that you picked up something positive. I had a great time. I picked up something myself, and I know that side chicks matter. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
You can cut that out.
No, don't cut it.
It's live. It can't be cut. It's live.
But yeah, great topics, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop the mic. Janice.
Miss Janice.
Who?
Miss Janice.
Miss Janice.
Queen Diva.
People don't call me Janice. Where you get the Janice from?
You're in the first name.
Janice JAZS.
Okay. Next time, just call me Queen Diva Laka.
Oh, wait a minute.
She want to show out. She's showing out tonight.
We don't. Next week we'll talk about dating at over the age of 60.
Oh,
who's doing that?
Nobody. I just want to give hints about how they need to.
Oh, okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
They can get grouchy, you know what I'm saying, and act like this.
I'm getting ungrouchy.
Okay.
Well, I just want to close. I'll just say that I think that true love come with trust, transparency, and equality, and not secrecy, not deception, or second chances. So unfortunately, our time is up. It's up. So before we go, I do want to thank our sponsors again for supporting this podcast for us tonight. We appreciate their partnership and value they bring to our community. Yes. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification button so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. See you guys next week.
Later.